Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, today we can see about sheep industry. So at the first class we looked about beef industry, second goat. Today we are going to see the sheep. When comparing goat and sheep, they are nearly equal. The points all are equal, but sheep industry has some extra points. Okay, it's very easy to study the sheep industry. Okay, first we can say about the sheep population in Sri Lanka. So the 90% of the total sheep population in Sri Lanka is found on Jaffna Peninsula. So here in Jaffna, we are having about 90% of total sheep populations. There's a special name for the sheep in Jaffna. It is called as Jaffna locals. Okay. Again, I am repeating, the sheep population in the Jaffna is called as Jaffna locals. Same as the beef and goat, the native cattle or native cattle are having low performance, just like the native goats of Sri Lanka is having low performance. Here also, the sheep that are native to Sri Lanka is having low production performance. The reason is inbreeding. Anybody know what is inbreeding? Inbreeding means mating of sheep that are having common ancestors. Okay, that means the parents of the sheep that are mating may be same, or grandparents of the sheep that are mating may be same. So they are having the common parents or grandparents or great grandparents. So if the two sheep that are mating is related, then that will cause the lower production. That is called as inbreeding. Simply, inbreeding means mating of two sheep that are having common ancestors. Ancestors means there can be common parents or grandparents. So simply you can see the closely related sheep. Not only in sheep, normally in humans also the marriage between the relatives is not that much recommended. Because of some genetical problems, the child may be with some genetical diseases. Just like this, if the mating happens between two relative sheep, that will cause to the low production performance. Normally, outbreeding is preferred. That means the mating between two sheep that are not related. Okay, we already saw in our first point that 90% of the sheep population is found in Jaffna Peninsula. What about the rest 10%? The rest 10% is consisting of large number of imported breeds from foreign countries. So within the 100%, 90% of sheep are found in Jaffna Peninsula. Those are called as Jaffna locals. But the main problem with this breeds are they are having very low production performance. The reason for the low production performance is inbreeding, and the balance 10% is imported breeds. So in goats also we learned some of the importance and advantages of goat industry in Sri Lanka. Can anyone see some importance of goat industry in Sri Lanka? Now,
Large amount of resources are available in dry zone for goat farming.
okay.
Goats have some inherent qualities such as high feed conversion efficiency, short gestation interval, high fertility and twinning rate.
Okay, good. Okay, better to study every day, okay? Because I don't know when is your examination. So if you study each and every day, then that will be much easy because I'm going one by one. We are having 3 more industries: pig industries, poultry industries, and provender industries. Okay. If you study each and every day, if you simply write each industries by your own words, the notes of each industries in your own words, then that will be much easy for your final examinations. Okay, let's see the importance of sheep industry in Sri Lanka. The first thing is, can anybody tell me what are the 2 type of nutritions? So, feedstuffs. What are the 2 type of feedstuffs that are available for livestock?
Roughages, concentrates.
Okay, roughages and concentrates. Which is much costly, roughages or concentrates? Which is having high price?
Concentrates.
Concentrate.
Okay, concentrates are having high price. The roughages is available in nature. So here one of the advantage of sheep industry is the sheep are grazing animals. Okay, they can graze the pastures. So they will not compete. So they will not need concentrates. Okay, this is one of the advantage. So the cost of production of sheep is very less because we can rear the sheep by giving roughages. We don't want to feed concentrates for the sheep. So we don't want to feed any costly feedstuffs for the sheep. That's the first advantage. And the sheep are highly suitable for the integrated farming systems. Okay. Sheep are having grazing habit. Grazing means they will feed on the pasture. So they will graze on the pastures. Because of that, they are much suitable for the integrated farming system, especially under coconut. So under coconut, there may be some pastures. The sheep can feed on the pastures. So second point, sheep are suitable for integrated farming system. Third one, high flocking instinct. You all know we can see the sheep in groups. Always sheep prefer to be in groups. So it will always move in groups. Just like this. Okay, you can see these pictures now. The sheep will always move in groups. So maintaining the sheep in as a groups is very easy. Okay, if sheep move here and there, only one person can't control the entire sheep. Okay, but the sheep having the habit of moving in groups, following the group. So the management is very easy. A single person can maintain the entire group or entire herd because it is having flocking instinct. Flocking instinct means always it will follow groups. It will move in group, it will follow in group. So maintenance is very easy. This is called as flocking instinct. So the sheep are having high flocking instinct. Because of them, it is very easy to manage. Low labor intensive. That means one person is enough to maintain the sheep in groups. Fourth one, high feed conversion efficiency. This is same as the sheep. With small amount of feedstuff, we can get high amount of production. High price for the mutton. Mutton means the meat from the sheep. And this is same as the goat. Sheep are having short gestation period. So the period, short gestation period means the length of pregnancy is very less. So it can lamb twice a year, just like goat. Goats can lamb 2 times in a year, just like that. And the other is sheep is also having high twining rate. High twining rate means it can produce 2 offsprings at one birth. Okay. That's twins. It can produce twins. Okay, these are the importance and advantages of sheep industry in Sri Lanka. Once again. Strains in sheep industries. The first problem is poor genetic merit of the local sheep populations. I'm sorry, there's some problem with my laptops. Just move the laptop to some different locations because of network errors. Okay, the first problem is poor genetic merit of local sheep populations. And can you see the slides, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wait for a second. Make some changes. Okay, sorry for the interruptions because of some technical problems with my laptop. I was shifting my laptop somewhere else. Okay, first problem is a poor genetic merit. So poor genetic merit is because of local. Sorry, sorry, my video is also somewhat randomly opening, so I couldn't be able to control that. Okay, first problem is poor genetic merit of local sheep population. Because of this poor genetic merit, the first problem is low productions. Okay, our local sheep populations are having very low production because of this poor genetic merit. Genetic merit means we are gaining our genetic merit from our ancestors. Okay, the second problem is lack of sufficient number of superior genetic selection. So if we are having any low genetic merit, so what we can do is we can mate the animals with low genetic merit with the animals with high genetic merit. Then we can have the offsprings with high genetic merit. So for that, we want the sufficient number of animals with high genetic merit for the mating purpose. So that is not possible here. So this is the second problem. The third problem is lack of managerial skills and knowledge. One second. Okay, the third problem is lack of managerial skills and knowledge on sheep productions. The farmers who are having the sheep productions is not having enough knowledge regarding the sheep productions. That is the third problem. The fourth problem is poor management practices. The farmers are not having any knowledge about the management activities. Because of that reasons, they are doing poor management. And the fourth one is lack of capitals and credit facilities for smallholders. Smallholders means the persons who are doing the farming activity in very small levels are called as smallholders. Those smallholders are not having enough amount of capitals or enough amount of money to start the farming activity. The other problem is diseases and parasitic problems. So just as the goats, 90% of the goats are available in tri-zone. So especially in the Jaffna Peninsula. So if there is any disease outbreak in Jaffna Peninsula, that will cause us the problem. And the other one is lack of expertise in veterinary services. So if there is any disease outbreak, the first thing we will go for the veterinary assistant. So if there is no any veterinary facilities, then that will be a problem. The other one is lack of breeding services. So we all know the main problem for sheep production is they are having very poor performance. Because of that problems, we can go for some other practices like artificial inseminations. So for that problems, so for having artificial insemination, we want a good breeding services. So lack of breeding services is the other problem. The final problem is same as the sheep industries. We are having lack of organized marketing system. So here the recommended breeds for different agroclimatic zones, the upcountries can be divided into two, wet patnas and dry patnas. This is ancient type of classifications, but still we are using this kind of classifications for determining the recommended breeds. In wet patnas, the sheep farming is secondary to the dairy cattle production. In wet patnas, the European breeds are highly recommended, like Dorset Horns and South Down. In dry patnas, which is more hilly and slopey areas, ideal for sheep farming. In dry patnas, European breeds there are 75% crosses are recommended. So these are the recommendations for the coconut triangle. In the coconut triangle, we all know the rainfall is 1800 millimeter. There the recommended breeds are European into Indian crosses and European into local crosses. The 50% means it is actually genetics. Just you want to know that 50% means it will have the 50% characteristics of European. Just like 50% Indian means it will have the 50% characters of Indians. So you want to learn about genetics if you want to know much about this. And the other one is trizone. In the trizones, the recommended breeds are pure Indian breeds, and their crosses are much recommended in the trizones. And less than 50% of European crosses may be raised under very good management and feeding systems in the trizones. Okay. Here, the important things regarding the sheep industries is importance. Okay. So here we studied about the sheep that are available in Jaffna, importance, constraints, and the recommended breeds of the sheep industry. So these are the important parts about the sheep industries. And if you want to check about the examination questions, just you can check the last year paper and just see what are the industries that are asked in the last year examinations. Okay, if commonly in animal science department, the industries which are asked in the last year will not be asked this time, okay? But I am not very sure about the person who is setting the paper. But just remember, you can check with your last year paper if you want to have any clarification, if you want to have any idea about the industries that will be asked this year, okay? And I'm very sorry for the technical troubles because of there's some problem with my laptop. I think there's some virus attack going in things because it's out of control. Couldn't able to control the laptop for sometimes. The video is randomly opening and couldn't able to control the slides. I'm sorry for the technical troubles. I think it's better to take the class from any other devices next time. Okay. Thank you.